Watch this and I'll be back.
Hello, you sweet and kind human. Google, when was gas price at its lowest? It says in the United States, the gas prices were at its lowest in 2016. Who was president? Drill, drill, drill. Drill. Get a little more knowledge, and it'll help you be more intuitive. You may not understand that word, but it'll help you be a better all-around person because you will have knowledge. Have a great day.
Well, watching your video, I know two things about you. The first is that you have a tenuous grasp of the English language, and the second is that you do not do research for a living. Gas has been available in this country since 1910, and you think it was at its cheapest in 2016. How could you even think that was remotely possible? Gas prices were at their lowest between the years 1910 through 1920, and for a majority of that time, Woodrow Wilson was president. The median price of gas back then was 5 cents a gallon. The average weekly income for Americans was $13.21 a week. Remember that $13.21, I'm going to bring it up later. Although gas was only a nickel back then, that technically wasn't when it was at its lowest. When you're determining the price of gas, you have to take into account median household income and the rate of inflation. I know 5 cents a gallon does seem pretty cheap, but when your average weekly income is only $13.21, see, I told you I'd bring it up again, that actually is a fairly large percentage of that $13.21. By the way, as an aside, I'm tagging Mr. Global in this. I fully expect him to correct me if I'm wrong about anything I say, because that's what good researchers do. They confer with people who are more knowledgeable about certain areas of study because they are not afraid of being wrong, which in my case is a fairly rare occurrence. Back to your question, when was gas its cheapest? And that would have been the years 1998 and 1999, when the average price of gas was $1.06 a gallon. There were a couple of reasons that led to gas prices being that low. The first was geopolitical stability. The second was overproduction. And the third that Asia was experiencing an economic crisis, which led to reduced demand. None of those factors had anything to do with presidential involvement. I know I keep saying that, but none of you seem to listen. So, with all of that being said, maybe you're the one that needs to gain a little bit of knowledge so that you can become a better person. Or at the very least, learn how to look shit up. Well, anyway, this has been Doc for Diesel Punk Industries saying thanks for watching. And as always, Crunchy White, pimp forever. I know I said I would tag Mr. Global in this, but I don't know if he'll watch it because, he's been really busy selling mini chainsaws.